There are moments in celebrity history where the internet gasps, reality flips upside down, and TikTok collectively faints like Victorian grandmothers, and today is one of those moments. Because 50 Cent just did what 50 Cent does best. He woke up, stretched, sipped a petty latte, and dropped hidden hotel footage that has the entire planet spiraling harder than the Kardashians caught without makeup. And trust me, when I say fans lost their minds, I mean the Wi-Fi almost melted. It's giving apocalypse energy. This footage allegedly featuring Diddy and Burna Boy didn't just leak. Oh no! This thing detonated online like someone plugged the hotel walls directly into a nuclear reactor. People are screaming, crying, zooming in, zooming out, doing F-by-level frame-by-frame analysis like they're auditioning for CSI, Celebrity Edition. Even the conspiracy theory channels took a day off because this drop was too legendary to compete with. And the wildest part, the clip doesn't just raise eyebrows, it rips them off, throws them into the ceiling fan, and turns them into helicopter blades. What 50 posted is so intense, so ridiculous, so unbelievably spicy that even Hollywood writers said, "Yeah, we could never. Buckle up." Because what you're about to hear changes everything. The moment 50 Cent hit post, the internet didn't simply react, it combusted like someone dropped a flamethrower into a room full of scented candles. Because this wasn't just a random clip or a messy rumor. This was the kind of footage that makes you question if celebrities even live on the same planet as the rest of us. The hotel hallway, the grainy lighting, the tension that felt thicker than Thanksgiving gravy, everything about this leak screamed chaos. And of course, 50 delivered it with the smirk of a man who knows he's holding the infinity stone of drama. People swear they could feel the temperature in the room change as the clip played. TikTok detectives were pausing every millisecond like they were defusing a bomb. Twitter was typing so fast that their keyboards probably issued restraining orders. It was the kind of moment where you knew nobody was getting sleep tonight, not the fans, not the celebrities, and definitely not the poor PR teams who were probably hiding under their desks whispering prayers. The atmosphere online felt like a digital earthquake. The type that cracks open timelines and swallows reputations whole. The footage itself? A masterpiece of confusion, mystery, and oh nah, what am I watching? Every frame looked like it was recorded by a security camera built in 2004, yet somehow it held more power than a Marvel end credit scene. You could almost hear the internet collectively lean closer, eager to grab every pixel of scandal available. For a moment, even rival platforms stopped beefing because everyone knew this was bigger than algorithms. This was history-level mess. People saw Diddy's silhouette and lost their ability to breathe. They saw Burna Boy appear and instantly transformed into Olympic sprinters racing to the nearest comment section. The combination alone was wild enough, but the energy in that hallway? It didn't just raise suspicion, it slapped suspicion in the face and poured gasoline on it. Fans started stitching theories together like conspiracy quilt makers on a caffeine high. Each angle, shadow, and blurry motion became a clue to some unraveling storyline nobody was prepared for. Meanwhile, 50 Cent was somewhere probably laughing so hard his soul left his body. He knows how to pick the exact moment the internet is bored, yawning, sipping tea. Then boom, he drops the kind of chaos that makes world news outlets scramble to rewrite their headlines. You could practically smell the fear of anyone who has ever shared a hotel hallway with him. If 50 ever runs for president, his campaign strategy will just be releasing CCTV footage of his opponents in 480p. Landslide victory guaranteed. What really sent people into meltdown mode was how normal the footage seemed at first. Just a hallway, just two celebrities, just a moment. But then the vibe shifted. The energy thickened. The silence became suspiciously loud. It felt like watching the start of a movie scene right before the plot twist knocks you through the TV screen. Nobody knew what they were looking at, but everyone knew it was important. It was like watching a pot boil but also knowing the pot is actually a bomb. Within minutes, the theories multiplied faster than rabbits at a reunion. Some fans insisted it was just harmless interaction. Others claimed it was the biggest scandal since Hollywood discovered ring lights. There were whispers of secret meetups, unspoken tensions, silent agreements, and hidden alliances. The internet became a giant rumor volcano erupting in slow motion, spewing out storylines nobody asked for but everyone clicked instantly. People were so invested you would think they were watching their own family drama unfold. And then came the memes, thousands of them. Burna Boy looking like he was planning world domination. Diddy appearing like he was entering a courtroom. Fans crafted entire comic strips, animated shorts and movie posters, all based on a 7-second clip recorded by a potato. Social media became a digital carnival of chaos, with every ring full of people laughing, screaming, or pretending to be FBI agents on unpaid internships. Even celebrities joined in, subtly liking posts or dropping cryptic emojis that poured more gasoline onto the already burning storyline. You know it's serious when a list celebrities start acting like secret agents. Some unfollowed, some liked shady comments, some posted motivational quotes at 3 a.m. because they wanted to be involved without being involved. Burna's fans came swinging like they were ready to defend a kingdom. Diddy's supporters insisted it was all harmless and people needed to stop projecting their Netflix addictions onto real life. And 50's fanbase? They showed up with popcorn emojis and lawn chairs like they were front row at a circus. Public outrage grew like it was being watered daily. Some viewers demanded clarity, explanations, and the full footage as if this was a historical document the government was hiding. Others encouraged 50 to drop more, demanding a part 2 like it was a Marvel sequel. The noise got so loud online that even celebrities who had nothing to do with the situation were being dragged in, asked for opinions they never planned to give. It was the kind of chaos that pulls innocent bystanders into the vortex for absolutely no reason. Then the theories took a wild turn. Some people swore they spotted a third person in the background, even though the clip quality was so bad it could barely identify the walls. Others insisted there was a hidden argument, a secret deal, or a coded message in Burna's posture. This is what happens when the internet runs out of patience. Imagination takes over, and suddenly every blurry shadow becomes a 7-chapter novel. People began stitching together multiple layers of conspiracies like they were building an onion of nonsense. The pop culture references exploded. Folks compared the situation to Bianchi's elevator moment, the Tristan Thompson Olympics, the Will Smith slap universe, and even the Kanye documentary. The timeline turned into a blend of reality TV, political drama, and alien invasion commentary. There were jokes about the Illuminati, the Grammys, and even the Avengers getting involved. The fact that a simple hallway video had this much power was proof that celebrities should stop posting selfies and start releasing grainy footage whenever they need attention. Some fans went into full panic mode, convinced this footage was going to unravel an entire industry. They were online making dramatic predictions like astrologers who just discovered Mercury exploded. Others swore the clip signaled a secret feud or alliance, depending on which side of the timeline you landed on. Everyone had an interpretation, and none of them matched. It was like a digital room full of people watching the same movie but all seeing different endings. Meanwhile, Burna Boy's name was trending globally, not because of music, awards, or performances, but because people believed he was involved in a hallway plot twist that nobody could define. Nigerian Twitter showed up swinging, dragging American Twitter into verbal battles that felt like rap beefs mixed with cultural Olympics. Diddy's fans tried defending him, but the jokes were too powerful. They couldn't beat the memes. The memes were unstoppable. The noise grew so loud that celebrities who weren't even awake yet were tagged thousands of times before sunrise. Burna's team had to mute entire words to survive. Diddy's mentions became a war zone full of GIFs, sarcasm, and explain yourself energy. Even 50's account turned into a digital stadium with fans cheering, booing, debating, and worshipping his ability to cause chaos before breakfast. It was the kind of online storm that PR professionals train for but still aren't ready for. What made everything even messier was how confidently people lied about what they saw. Some swore Diddy whispered something. Others claimed Burna made a secret signal. One user said they lip-read the footage even though the camera was so blurry it couldn't even capture lips. Social media has a talent for turning nonsense into confidence, and this was a masterclass in delusion. But nobody cared. Delusion was entertaining, and the timeline thrives on entertainment. The more the footage circulated, the more chaotic it became. Audio edits started appearing, with people adding fake whispers, dramatic bass drops, or soundtrack music from Game of Thrones to make the clip feel even more suspicious. Others remixed it into music videos, TikTok dances, or cinematic trailers. People were so creatively unhinged you would think they were competing for a scholarship in digital madness. Even journalists tried getting involved, writing articles that sounded like they were drafted on roller coasters. They asked, "What does this mean?" even though they clearly didn't know. News anchors tried acting serious while covering a clip that literally looked like it was filmed through a sock. Every platform tried squeezing content out of this moment like it was a viral lemon, and nobody wanted to miss a drop. Then came the celebrity reactions. Some stars laughed, some rolled their eyes, some posted cryptic messages like "energy never lies," which made fans spiral even more. A-listers who barely speak online suddenly emerged like they were summoned by drama smoke signals. Everyone wanted to ride the attention wave because the internet was locked in like it was watching the final episode of a reality show. And each celebrity emoji only fueled the confusion more. The tension kept rising as people begged for 50 to drop more footage. They behaved like addicts waiting for their next scandal fix. Some even created petitions demanding the full clip, as if 50 was the CIA holding national secrets. The desperation was so intense it felt like people believed their spiritual growth depended on seeing more hallway pixels. But the funniest part, nobody actually knew what the big deal was. There was no context, no explanation, no sound, no disclaimer, just vibes. And those vibes were enough to dominate global conversation, overshadow concerts, sports events, political news, and actual real-life emergencies. Humanity loves chaos more than peace, and this moment proved it. The memes evolved into cinematic universes. People dragged other celebrities into the storyline for absolutely no reason. Some even created fanfiction-style summaries, turning the hallway clip into a dramatic saga worthy of an HBO adaptation. It was messy, it was ridiculous, and it was legendary, the perfect recipe for viral hysteria. And as things escalated, fans started analyzing older interviews, subtle expressions, random hand gestures, and ancient tweets, trying to build a timeline that made sense. They acted like historians uncovering lost civilizations. But this wasn't archaeology, it was the internet doing what it does best, making things bigger, louder, wilder, and absolutely unnecessary. This moment became a cultural event, a phenomenon, a collective meltdown. And it all came from a grainy hotel video that lasted less than 10 seconds. That's the power of celebrity drama. That's the influence of viral chaos. And most importantly, that's the destructive, unstoppable energy of a 50-cent post. The aftermath of this hallway explosion didn't settle like normal scandals. Instead, it spread across social media like a digital wildfire refusing to die. Every hour brought a new twist, a new theory, a new meltdown from someone who swore they uncovered the real meaning behind the footage. Public perception was shifting so violently you'd think the timeline was on a roller coaster operated by sugar-crazed toddlers. And at the center of it all were three names swirling like storm debris: 50 Cent, Diddy, and Burna Boy. Reputation-wise, the shockwaves hit instantly. People dissected Diddy's past interviews, old awards show appearances, and even outdated fashion choices as if the answer to the hallway mystery was hidden in his wardrobe. Burna Boy's fanbase turned into digital gladiators, slashing through comment sections with energy that could power a small city. Every emoji became a weapon. Every subtle joke turned into an accusation. Even the silence from their teams felt suspicious, like everyone was hiding behind velvet curtains. And the internet? It behaved like a chaotic courtroom with no judge, no rules, and no sense. Viewers acted as prosecutors, defenders, witnesses, and jury simultaneously while screaming conspiracy theories with the confidence of people who definitely did not read the legal terms on any app they use. This wasn't public discourse, it was digital madness dressed up like a global investigation. People weren't just reacting, They were constructing entire alternate universes where the footage unlocked secret alliances, hidden feuds, or celebrity-level espionage. This avalanche of reactions snowballed into unexpected consequences. Influencers started making hour-long breakdown videos with red circles, arrows, and dramatic music like they were narrating a true crime documentary. Podcasters took sides. Twitter threads grew into dissertations longer than college essays. Even regular folks, who normally didn't care about celebrity nonsense, suddenly became experts after watching the clip for 45 seconds on mute. The collective delusion reached Olympic levels, and everyone was competing for gold. Meanwhile, 50 Cent remained untouched by the fire he created. Instead of addressing the chaos calmly, he fueled it with subtle posts, random quotes, and trademark petty-level trolling that had fans screaming into pillows. It was clear he wasn't trying to calm the storm, he was surfing it like a man who bought a drama yacht on sale. And the internet? They ate it up like free dessert at a buffet. Behind the scenes, you could feel the uneasiness growing. PR managers were probably writing apology drafts just in case. Assistants were silencing notifications like their lives depended on it. Stylists, makeup artists, choreographers, none of them asked for this. Yet all of them were dragged in because the internet refused to mind its business for even a single hour. That hallway clip didn't just go viral. It became a cultural disaster that sucked everyone into its gravitational pull. As pressure intensified, people began demanding statements like they were owed explanations by divine right. They wanted clarity. They wanted context. They wanted someone, anyone, to confirm that the hallway wasn't the start of a secret celebrity revolution. But the silence only made things worse. With every hour that passed without an official response, the theories grew wilder, involving managers, bodyguards, secret meetings, political symbolism, and even Illuminati handshakes. The internet loves two things: chaos and nonsense, and this moment gave them both. But the most shocking twist wasn't the footage itself, it was how deeply it affected public perception. Suddenly, people who admired Diddy or Burna Boy were questioning everything they thought they knew. Fans struggled between loyalty and curiosity. Trolls came crawling out of the shadows to stir the pot like Gordon Ramsay in Hell's Kitchen. The skepticism grew like mold in a wet basement. Nobody trusted anything anymore, including their own interpretations of the video. Eventually, the chaos reached a point where even people outside the entertainment world chimed in. Sports commentators made jokes. Politicians tweeted shade. Brand accounts posted memes. It was like the universe couldn't resist participating in the viral bonfire. Everyone wanted a slice of the madness, even if the slice made absolutely zero sense. The hallway clip became more than a scandal. It became a shared cultural meltdown. And now the question lingered in the air. What comes next? Would 50 release part 2? Would someone issue a statement? Would more footage appear from the hotel's digital dungeon? Fans were bouncing off the walls with anticipation, praying for another drop like drama addicts waiting for their next fix. It didn't matter what the truth was anymore, the storyline had grown too big, too wild, too entertaining to let go. People didn't want closure. They wanted continuation. And no one escaped the ripple effect. Diddy's name became a permanent trending topic, shadowed by endless debates. Burna Boy's every move was analyzed, exaggerated, and memified. And 50 Cent? He earned another crown in the kingdom of viral chaos. Public perception shifted like a broken compass, pointing in every direction at once. That hallway video became a cultural artifact of confusion, a digital relic of what even is happening. Over the next days, the tension only tightened. Every unrelated post from any celebrity sparked new conspiracy threads. Fans waited like they were counting down to New Year's Eve. The hunger for more grew enormous, consuming timelines like a black hole of curiosity. It wasn't a scandal anymore. It was an obsession, a global cliffhanger, a mystery wrapped in chaos and dipped in petty energy. And that's the crazy thing, nobody knew the full story. Not even close. That's the magic and the curse of viral moments. They explode out of nowhere, dominate the world, and leave everyone scrambling for answers that might not even exist. The hallway clip didn't solve anything. It only opened doors to questions that spiraled into the digital abyss. And as fans sat on the edge of their seats, one truth became undeniable. This saga was far from over. And if you made it this far without your brain overheating from all the chaos, congratulations, you officially survived one of the wildest breakdowns of a blurry 7-second hallway clip in internet history. But don't get too comfortable, because with celebrities acting like they live inside a 24/7 soap opera, you already know another scandal is brewing somewhere in the shadows. The moment one fire dies, another one pops up like a toxic game of celebrity whack-a-mole.so before the next explosion hits your timeline. Do yourself a favor and smash that like button like it owes you rent money. Hit subscribe like you're trying to enter heaven using force. And drop a comment telling me what you think really happened in that hallway, because I know your theories are either genius-level detective work or absolutely unhinged, but either way, I want to read them. The wildest one wins imaginary bragging rights for life. And don't forget, around here, scandals don't sleep, leaks don't rest, viral chaos never clocks out. The moment celebrities even blink suspiciously, we're on it like paparazzi with rocket boosters. So stay locked in, stay messy, stay loud, and keep your notifications on, because the next storyline could explode at any moment. Until then, prepare yourself. Because if this is what happens over one hallway clip, imagine what's coming next.